What is up, everybody? It's I, Ronin, or it is I, Ronin. Tried to mix it up today, but that didn't tend to. Anyways, yeah, today we're learning how to play Simorgh. Now, if you don't know, Simorgh was a series of cards, actually. There was Simorgh, Bird of Ancestry, and there was Dark Simorgh, and there was Simorgh, Bird of Divinity. They were all just kind of retrains of this one boy, Simorgh. But it's a winged beast. It is level 8, and it bounces things, or it locks down things, or it just kinda burns things with spell traps. So, yeah, this kinda got an archetype. It's sort of a similar deal to Thunder Dragons, how they had like the one card, and then they just had a whole archetype built around them. And I've done some testing with it, and it's not awful. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the deck profile, starting with the monsters. So we'll go over the new baby Simorghs first, though. So on all the baby Simorghs, that being Bird of Beginning, Bird of Summoning, and Bird of Ending, and there is one more that's Bird of Protection, but I don't run it because it's not as good. It just returns a spell trap to hand. All of them have one common effect that says that if your opponent controls no spell traps in their spell and trap card zone, then you can special summon itself from the graveyard. However, it will be banished when it leaves the field, and you are locked into summoning Wing Beast for the rest of that turn. Beyond that, though, they all have their own unique effects. Bird of Ending is like a Armageddon Knight for Simorgh cards. Bird of Summoning is a Stratos for Simorgh cards, so it will search those cards out from your deck, if you didn't know what that means. And then Bird of Beginning is kind of its own thing. It's sort of like a Seraphonite. Whenever it's normal summoned, you do have the ability to make one more normal summon per turn, which is usually where the big boys come in. So the new big boys, we have Darkness Simorgh and Simorgh Lord of the Storm. Let's start with Lord of the Storm. So Lord of the Storm cannot target this tribute summoned card with spell traps or effects, and you can only use each of the following effects of Lord of the Storm once per turn, that being when a spell or trap or effect is activated, you contribute a winged beast, including itself, then target one card your opponent controls, shuffle it into the deck. It is worth mentioning that this also goes off with your own spell traps. So it's pretty nice because you can just activate like an anti-spell or a Called by the Grave or Icarus attack, any quick play really, and you get sort of like double the value as long as you have a Winged Beast attribute. Then we have Darkness Simorgh, which counts as a wind attribute monster on the field, and you can only use one of its two. You can use both of its effects hard once per turn style. So the first one is when you tribute summon a dark or wind monster, you can special summon it from your graveyard if it was there when you summoned, or hand even if not. So it comes out no matter what. One of the deck's only special summons, unfortunately. And when a spell trap or effect is activated, quick effect, much like Lord of the Storm, lets you tribute a Wind Wing Beast monster to negate the activation and destroy that card. So these two are kind of the best ones. The little ones are more or less just there to get out the big ones. So we went over the baby ones. These are both level 8, and Bird of Ancestry also level 8, so that's just why we have trade in. Because Lord of the Storm can get back to our hand if we need it. The Darkness Simorgh can special summon itself from the graveyard, so trade in really helps. It's card advantage and draws. Then, as far as our classic Simorghs go, we have Dark Simorgh, which can be special summoned from the hand by banishing a Dark and Wind attribute monster from your graveyard, or special summon from the graveyard by banishing the same type of materials from your hand. It prevents your opponent from setting cards on the field. We'll get into a little combo of that a bit later. And then Bird of Ancestry lets you tribute summon for one less tribute on wind monsters. And whenever it's summoned, you can return up to 2 cards when your opponent controls to their hand. And it's treated as a normal monster while in your hand, so it could be special summon. You could do some weird things with like ancient rules if you wanted to. But it's a little bit easier to do tributing with. So it's just some alternate removal. It's a big body, 2900 like the other Simorghs, except for Darkness Simorgh is 2700. Oh yeah, the basic idea is to use your little birds to get to your big birds, and then resummon the little birds with their own effect, so your negaty stuff with your big birds are online. And now, for how you're gonna be able to get to that, I already went over trade-in, but we have two Simorgh spells that we very much enjoy running in this deck, that being Simorgh Arrival and Elbor's Sacred Peak of Simorgh. We'll go over Arrival first. By discard is a normal spell, and by discarding a wing beast monster, you can add two Simorgh monsters with different attributes from your deck to your hand. So since we have multiple attributes, Dark and Wind, we can get those. It makes it easy Simorgh, Dark Simorgh search and summon. Lets us summon the big boys to fuel trade in. It's pretty alright, and it also has the additional effect that you can banish it from your graveyard, revealing a winged beast monster in your hand. And if you do, you reduce the level of monsters in your hand with that name by one for the rest of this turn, even after they are summoned and set. So it's pretty good. It definitely makes it a lot easier to get to Dark Simorgh if we want it, but it doesn't ever really come up that much. And then we also now the field spell, Elbor's, gives all wind, wing, beast monsters on the field 300 attack and defense, and you can only use each of its effects as a hard once per turn. This gives you a additional normal summon of a wind, wing, beast monster. Well, if you control a wind, wing, beast, you can get another normal summon, my bad. And it lets you reveal a level 5 or higher Wind Wing Beast monster in your hand. This turn you can normal summon Wind Wing Beast monsters for one less tribute, so that lets you get to the big boys even easier than before. Beyond that, we just have some generic stuff. We have Foolish Burial to set up the graveyard for the little birds if we need to. Terraforming to help search the field spell because it makes it much easier to play. Monster Reborn because graveyard setup is a thing. And Called by the Grave because it's a quick play activation and hand traps are scary. Lastly, for the main deck, we have the traps, which is free Icarus attack, free anti-spell, one judgment. The one judgment is because, I mean, it's another negate. It's a nice thing to have set, and half your life points is definitely a thing. But ideally, we are able to stun our opponent out anyways, so it doesn't really matter that much. And beyond that, we have Anti-Spell Fragrance, which gets into the Dark Simorgh combo. Because if you have Anti-Spell plus Dark Simorgh, your opponent can no longer activate spells. Uh, it's it's pretty good. It's great in certain matchups like Sky Striker, Pendulums, anything spell heavy really. Icarus attack, we use mostly Wing Beast. It's another form of disruption that we can do. It's a defensive option for our big birds. It's pretty good. If and on another note, last note about the main deck. If you're ever Oh wow, what was that? If you're ever gonna be like doing lots of siding, anti-spell is probably the thing you can take out because not every matchup is guaranteed to be super spell heavy. Now let's get into the extra deck. Well, there's one thing I really want to talk about as a kind of neat combo, but beyond that, it's just utility cards, so I will go over the combo last. Great Fly because wind monsters, Nightmare Package because generic link monsters plus removal, one Boral Sword, two Boral Load because Boral Load is good, Boral Sword OTKs, so we can push that way. And Zombie Stein because we can make rank 8s, and I do not run the dark matter engine in here because it would be a waste. But no, Zombie Stein, he's also a big body, so he's a good rank 8. Well, oh. Well, we can still yeah, because we can still summon him with two Darkness Simorgh if need be, but generally we don't go into our extra deck except for Link Karibo. So here's another neat little combo. You normal and it only really kind of works turn 1 if your opponent has back row, so keep that in mind, but you summon Bird of Beginning, link it away for Link Karibo, use Bird of Beginning's effect to resummon itself, and there you have two tributes for the big boy. If you have Elbor's, then Then you have a tribute for Big Boy. You have a tribute for Big Boy plus a Link Karibo or a Disruption if you want it. Uh, it's just a kind of neat combo, a good way to get tribute fodder if you are a little bit bricked. And now for the side deck, some very standard stuff going on here. So first the staples, Gamma Seal because I like to remove monsters sometimes. Twin Twisters for a little more spell trap control, even though you could probably pick something better than this because the deck kind of just naturally spell trap controls on its own. Two Burial or Free Storming Mirror Force because it's citable. It's really good in the Thunder Dragon matchup, and it's just also really good against sort of break my board type stuff if they just try to go in for the OTK. As far as the less common choices go, we have another Dark Simorgh in case we really need to control those spell traps and we feel one's just not coming up enough. Free Simorgh Rejection has the same banish effect as Simorgh Arrival, and it lets you discard a winged beast monster, return all cards in your opponent's spell and trap card zone to the hand. So it's a big blowout type thing. It is a little bricky though in case of decks that don't run a lot of spell traps, so run it at your own risk, I guess. Side it definitely though. And we also have Burial from a Different Dimension, because all of our cards banish themselves, and sometimes having the ability to recur those graveyard resources is pretty nice. So yeah, that's the deck profile. If you're new here, we just play free games, hope we win, do well. Then I talk about it a little bit afterwards, thoughts, feelings on the deck, how I feel like I could have played better, things the deck I think might still need, so on and so forth. So yeah, let's get right into the games. Okay, welcome to the first game of Sun Me. We are the Sesame Street resident because we are the Big Bird, and we lost that. Hopefully he lets us go first. Normal chain on. And we're not going first, but this hand will probably work. It looks like we're playing against a Blue Eyes variant. Okay. I think we're just playing against Blue Eyes Guard Dragon here. But this isn't bad. We can go ahead and get our Darkness Simorgh into the graveyard, get a couple draws off. We could search here, actually. We would need to draw another Windwing Beast, though. So we need another Windwing Beast. Hit the middle one. Hey, we hit the Thunderbird. How about that? Alright, Jackalope. We don't want to hit Jackalope. We hit the World Chalice Guard Dragon. Oh, yeah, but you never want to hit Jackalope. Okay, pro tip, don't hit Jackalope. That's the one they want you to hit. Of course, the World Chalice Guard Dragon being in the graveyard also isn't fantastic, but it's probably okay. We have the Chaos Emperor Dragon, so he could go for a rank 8 here. I imagine it's going to be the Dark Matter play, which doesn't affect us too horribly, actually. We don't use our extra deck a whole lot. So he's obviously going to be sending Goliath, Arc Brave, and something else. So we need to banish some stuff from deck. Let's see. Blue Eyes Guard Dragon. We want birds. We need birds. So, Bird of... We already have a Darkness, so we don't need another. We already have that, and we can probably get rid of Bird of Ending because we already have that as well. So I mean, I don't mind the deck thinning, and we're fine to deal with the Dark Matter, actually, so it's pretty whatever. If he doesn't link that Dark Matter away, though, we could have problems. Oh, do I like the Simorghs? Yeah. Yeah. They're they're pretty neat. No, the Simorghs are actually pretty neat. I like the deck. Alright, so the Guard Dragon plays was... Oh, there wasn't a Goliath being sent, just regular Guard Dragons. Alright, so yeah, Oh, I forgot they're actual guard dragon main deck monsters. I know they work well with like normal monsters and stuff, so. Alright, so there's Beat Cop from the Underworld. I really like that name. Beat Cop from the Underworld. That's great. Alright, so there's the LP coming down. Alright, so can summon a darkness metal from deck. That is rough. So there's the darkness metal, can revive something, or summon something from hand as well. So summoning Cypher Dragon, okay. I guess he's just gonna reopen a link point here in a second. Yeah, he could go for another. He could go for another dark matter here. Yeah, he's going for another dark matter. Okay, sure. So he's sending more stuff. Possible Goliaths here. Let's see. So, what can we get rid of? He's not using spell traps. So that's not going to do us much good. We want our beginning bird. Shoot, this is a hard choice. Again, we already have a darkness. I guess the summoning bird. Goliath is in the graveyard. Okay, so Goliath is in the graveyard, so you'll have that next turn. Resummoning Darkness Metal to continue to make plays. Reviving something. He could just revive Goliath here. Oh no. Actually reviving regular Blue Eyes. Okay, neat. Alright, so there's Agripane. Agripane can summon a Crystal Wing or a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. Yep, there's Hot Red. So that one negates face-up cards as a quick effect. So there's the Saryuya coming down. World Chalice Guard Dragon lets him revive a normal monster to a link point. So he does have another resource there, which is... That's rough. He could go for Ultra Spice and just make another Dark Matter. Oh no, he's making a Hope Harbinger. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's another negate, so that's like 2 negates right there. That's pretty good. Goliath will be coming down, so that's a little bit of a lock. Hasn't really spent life points yet. Okay, so that's a disruption as well. Goliath comes back during the standby phase. Because Arc Brave. Okay, Sunmei, this is a pretty good board. Pretty good board. Alright, so first baiting. First baiting. Okay, so yeah, that got negated and absorbed. That is pretty much fine. We're gonna go ahead and have to activate the Elbors and hope. Alright, so now, for some reason, discard a Winged Beast monster. That's a Winged Beast monster. I'm not sure what's up with you. So he could negate this. So yeah, discard 1, add 2 Simorgh monsters with different attributes. Oh, I ran out of different attributes. Oh, that was dumb. Alright, but I still get my search, so that's pretty okay. What do we even want here? Baby's fine. As our opponent does not have a way to bounce that. We can always summon our baby back, set Icarus attack. which we'll have to do. I can't negate the card in the graveyard, so it's fine. So I think we have some ability to break this. Not much, though. Alright, so I'll set that in pass turn. I believe he will be able to negate. Well, let's see what he does first. But we did not break his board. Did not. That was my fault. I banished horribly off that dark matter. Oh, he's got a question? What's up? Gandora has an alternate text. Uh, as in the Dragon of Destruction? I'm not sure. Is there another loop without it? Ah, I I don't know actually. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Okay, so we hold A. Go ahead, activate this. Tributing off of that to pop. Boom. And boom. I believe we will not be OTK'd now unless that gets negated like that. Oh well, yeah, we're getting OTK'd. Yeah, that was my bad. I banished wrong off of the dark matter. That's my fault. Our opponent built a very good board though. Well played on his end, I think. I don't know, I feel even without the FGK. Dragon Engine is a bit too strong. Yeah, it is. But it's fine because pretty much every deck has some access to it. And yeah, Dark Matter probably is going soon. Yeah, it probably is. I'd imagine Dark Matter is going soon, at least to 1. But yeah, we got OTK'd here. GG. Uh, big, big L. But, very good job to our opponent. Sunmi, you did good. That was a good game, I think. My misplay there was not doing proper mills. So, yeah, learn from our mistakes there. Still managed to play through a little bit. But, yeah, hopefully next game will just go better. I'll see you guys there. Okay, welcome to game 2 with Z. Alright, sick one. So you want to go first with this deck. This hand... This hand isn't terrible. This is not a bad hand. We'll hopefully bait some things out first, though. So normal summon that to go ahead and get a Foolish going on. We'll be able to revive our thing. Well, whatever we want, so that's good. He could have a hand trap here, though. But even if... Okay, good, we get to send anyways. Let's see. I would much rather have... Darkness Simorgh for the lock is good. Or Dark Simorgh or Darkness Simorgh. I feel a lot more confident with Darkness Simorgh, honestly. So we'll be reviving our Dark Simorgh. Sorry, I keep confusing them. So we will be... Oh, DD Crowed. He DD Crowed me. You know what? It's fine. We could have had a board there, but he decided to play a DD Crow in the main. Our bad though. Our bad. He's just setting, anyways. So whatever. No. Draw. Okay, so we could summon Darkness to Simorgh here, or we could get more draws. Uh. Hmm. Oh yeah, this is not treated as a. So we'll go ahead and just trade in. No. Try to get some more draws out of this. Okay, good, good, good. So we have our searcher now. So we normal that. Go ahead and search a Simorgh card. We will be searching Lord of the Storm. Now we will be able to use our Elmores. Reveal one to tribute one less this turn. Yes. No. Now we'll activate the second effect to tribute summon this. Lord of the Storm. Darkness Simorgh's effect will bring itself out. And then we'll be able to do a few more things here, actually. Yet another DD Crow? The heckle! The heckle is your deal. Alright, alright. We'll go ahead and just Icarus attack. Tribute that. Pop, pop. No. So it was a impermanence and a fortune lady. Alright, cool. Let's just go into the battle phase. The monsters are summoned back in defense mode, so it wouldn't do us any good really to wouldn't do us any good to just bring them back during the battle phase. And we'll go ahead and bring, yeah, okay, we won. So you did see what the deck was kind of doing. Removal. If our opponent did not have so many DD Crows, it would have been easier. But yeah, that's one win. So the deck can make a fair bit of comeback if it needs to. Elbor is very important, but there's a lot of consistency boosting. It's all right. But yeah, so that's one win, one loss. Admittedly, this win was against seemingly not the greatest opponent because I was just playing through his things. But yeah. Guess I'll see you guys in the final game. Okay, welcome to the final game of Ghosty. I'm feeling rock. Okay, fair enough. Rock? Yes, okay. You thought I was going for paper. What a fool, and oh, I just noticed that I just noticed that it just says Sesame Street Res. Alright, but we can do some plays. Hey, it's an Ash Blossom. Guess what? I don't appreciate you. Get that out of here. Yeah. What do you got? Uh, La Frentona. I would guess he's speaking another language. I don't know other languages. I'm a foolish person. Okay, so we went ahead and said that. Can set up a very slight board here. So yes, for the additional normal summon. Now we'll be special summoning our Link Karibo. Mirror? Oh, is this a mirror match? Ah, nice. Oh, I'm super excited. if this is a mirror match. Because they're just fun. Alright, so we go ahead and get our baby bird out in defense mode. Normal summon. Yes. We can send something here. I'll probably go ahead and set up with a Lord of the Storm. Set it face down and pass turn. So we have protection from battle, Lord of the Storm next turn, plus a disruption. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so there's the Elbors. When the Elbors comes up, we'll go ahead. Icarus attack to tribute our bird to pop and pop. Yeah. So he's gonna be able to get his bird back. Unfortunately. But he'll have a harder time tributing unless he has another Elbors. Which would be super unfortunate. Hopefully he destroys our bird of beginnings. But yeah, who knew? Simorgh mirror. Nice. Okay, so we have an Elbors now. I would like to hold on to that Elbors. Because we can't destroy any of our monsters by battle right now. Shoot, yeah, I got an end turn. There's no point in activating Elbors at the moment, because it would also help him. I'll feel a lot more comfortable. So I'm guessing he drew something? Or no, we're in a pass war. Ooh, the most, only the most intense of confrontations here. I mean, we can make another Link Karibo? I could pop his spell trap. That could be... Yeah, I'm gonna pop his spell trap, I think. Yes. Discarding that. Getting rid of that. Alright, so yeah, it's the, okay, sick. Now we can go ahead and, reactivate our littler bird to go into a battle phase and go ahead and attack over the summoning bird. They'll be banished and we're good. Yeah, we're good. So as soon as we can, I just need you to destroy one of my winged beasts by battle. Hey, that's not on my Christian server, sir. Okay, good. We finally have something. So, Elbors... oh yeah, I can chain the Link Karibo. I don't really need to. No. Now we'll activate it to reveal our big bird for one less tribute. And we'll have that. So yay. No. Now I'll be able to normal summon, tributing. I'd rather you not have that. Unfortunately, we did not tribute using only Winged Beast. So no bounce of that. But in case it's a Mirror Force, we are fine. No. Is it a Mirror Force? No, it's not, apparently. Okay, cool. I really want to get my Lord of the Storm back, so gonna leave that as is. Probably could have done more with that, honestly. So, gets the Seraphonite effect for a additional summon. Oh, the big cattle dry. Let's see. If you control a monster, beast warrior, or winged beast monster, draw one for each of those monsters you control. You cannot activate other spell traps or effects during the turn you activate this card. I don't know. I don't super like that. Yeah, yeah, the big cattle drive doesn't seem very good in this, but I can see how you think that. So yeah, it's another win. Uh, so my thoughts on the deck are it's honestly pretty fun. I enjoy playing it a lot. I think it's very good generational support. It works in a way that you can use the older original cards, and it sort of makes them competent for the modern day by making tribute summoning and recurring resources just a lot easier. So I would say as a well-designed archetype, I do not believe it will be meta. I believe it is splashable with other engines. I just don't know what those engines are. But all in all, this deck is fun, and I would recommend trying it out. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. What did you guys think? Was my deck list bad, good, something in between bad and good? Sh bad, gad? Was it gad? I don't know. But let me know if you have any ways I can improve this, anything I did right, wrong, so on and so forth. And also if there's any decks you want for me to maybe try out in the future. If you have a list, I would love to see it, could do a video of that, give everyone credit, all that. But yeah, like if you liked, comment if you have something to say, and subscribe if you want some more. This has been Ronin, signing off.